Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday it is. Happy Sunday. Yay.
Yes, happy Sunday.
Thank God to be alive. It's June 28th,
Yes, it is.
June 28th, 2026.
Yes.
We have every reason to thank God to be alive, especially the type of week after week. We just be thanking God to be alive every minute, every day.
Yes, absolutely.
Come on in, everyone. Come on in. Come on in. Join us today as we bring forth to you 1 hour. We have a lot of information that we want to cover today. And Shakira, I want to start with you. How was your Sunday today?
So far, so good.
So
Just
far, so
getting
good.
prepared for the week. That's it. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Being prepared for the week is correct. It's going to be a busy week, but it's going to be a good week. We already claiming it.
Absolutely.
We already claiming it. We have some birthdays we would like to shout out. Is there anyone that you would like to shout out a birthday?
Pop, pop, of course.
Pop Pop.
Cleveland.
Yes. And I
Pop,
thought
pop,
about him
Cleveland.
earlier.
Yeah, pop, pop, Cleveland.
Absolutely. Happy birthday, Daddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy birthday to him and happy birthday and may he continue to rest in peace.
Hmm.
And happy birthday to Bay May.
Hmm.
She is actually uh, saying happy birthday to her is such an honor because cousin Maddie Daniels, we're celebrating her today, which is a remarkable woman. She is, and she's beloved. She's actually our matriarch on my maternal side of the family, and her
Hmm.
life has been a blessing to so many with her wisdom and strength and love that she has touched so many generations. And we're wishing her a happy birthday, Bay May, and we want to uh, let you know that we love you dearly and that we pray that you enjoy the special day and the many beautiful moments that lie ahead. It was such a pleasure speaking with you on yesterday. You sound so good. You sound so good. You didn't sound a day over 21, girl. May God continue to bless you with good health and overflowing joy and peace and many more wonderful years to come. And we want to make sure you know that we love you. So we're going to sing happy birthday to you because we want you to know that being a matriarch and reaching that 90 years, 90 years, it doesn't even, wow, they made 90 years. Woo, girl, you did it. Remarkable, right?
Yes.
So this is to you, Damon. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yes. We also want to send a shout out to Sandra Session. Her birthday is coming up on June 2nd. Diane Virgil have a birthday that's coming up this week as well. And there's so many
July.
more.
July
July?
2nd. You said
July
June
2nd. Yeah,
2nd.
didn't I say July? I said June.
You said June 2nd.
Oh, forgive me.
July 2nd, yeah.
Forgive me. But yes, July the 2nd, which is the same as my mom. So we saying happy birthday. And to my dad as well, to our dad, to your grandfather, we're saying happy birthday. So happy birthday to everybody. Happy birthday to everyone. All right. So as we continue to move forward in our segment, we also want to wish everyone who is celebrating an anniversary. If you're celebrating an anniversary, we want to say to you, happy anniversary to you. Whether it's a anniversary for retirement, a marriage anniversary, whatever the anniversary is, we just wishing you well. All right. So as we continue to move forward with our Mama Said It podcast, thank you all so much for tuning in. I must say that we have a lot to cover, so we might as well get started in our podcast. So our first topic that I want to touch base on is the actual well, let me just mention this before we actually start anything else, because I do want people to know some of the topics that we're going to be touching base on this week. And that is houses that you can purchase, houses, and also land that you can purchase for about $100 or more. We're going to share with you some of the sources that we have. We have a lot of sources, but we will share some of them with you. We also going to be talking about jobs for uh, individuals who are 50 years or older who wants to learn AI and get hired. The government is hiring; they're looking for you. Hopefully, that's good for some people, I'm sure. And so we have a lot to cover. We have a lot to cover. So let's get started with the first one. I don't know whether you heard about this or not. And this is something that I don't even want to get used to this, but it seems like it's just happening so much. The N word was written on a receipt at a restaurant when they checked out.
Oh
The
wow.
the waiter, you would think that the waiter would have sense enough to say, "Wait a minute, let me not show this to the customer." You know what I mean? He hands it, he hands the receipt to the customer. Like, what's wrong with you? With the N word written on the receipt.
Wow, that's sad. I'm
It
not
is
shocked though, but it's very sad and unfortunate.
it's very sad. It's very sad that we can't even go out to enjoy a decent meal without being humiliated and just targeted in such a way that it's hurtful. And I'm sure if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't like it. They wouldn't like it at all.
Not at all.
And you understand what I mean? So it
No, I
just
completely understand. Yeah, that's very, I mean, you eat your dinner, you think everything's fine. I mean, I don't know how the interaction was with the server or whatever, but you don't think that that's something that would be written on your check.
right. And it's
Um,
happening more often than none. It seems like it's just an increase of these outbursts. Well, let me
yeah.
share this small clip with you real quick and with our viewers. Oh, this is not coming out the way I wanted to. Okay, here it goes.
Tonight, a restaurant waiter fired, accused of writing a racial slur on a customer's receipt in Fairfax. Tonight, the business is apologizing, and we're hearing from the customer. Fox 5's Tisha Lewis reports.
We're told the waiter who typed the N-word on the bottom of this receipt is new to the country, and also the company that was before he was fired. All of this happening here at this Crazy Crab restaurant here in Fairfax. Even so, the manager here says there is no excuse, saying he's, quote, deeply sorry. This is the receipt that was shared with Fox 5. We've covered the racial slur at the bottom of the receipt. The customer turned victim says she came into the Crazy Crab restaurant over the weekend to celebrate her anniversary with her partner. She says the waiter was not attentive, but then matters took a turn for the worse when the check came. The N-word reportedly typed at the bottom of the receipt. The customer telling Fox 5 the waiter and restaurant management were initially dismissive when she brought it to their attention. Fox 5 spoke exclusively with the Virginia woman who wants to remain anonymous. We also spoke with her best friends who posted the receipt on social media, ultimately leading to a viral response.
I was just in shock and disbelief. I really could not process what was happening in that heat of the moment. It was just very shocked and upsetting. But yeah, I'm just very angry with the situation overall.
I have been to Crazy Crab many times. I've recommended this place to my friends, my family. I've taken my mom, my aunt. So it's really disappointing.
I don't want to give my money to someone who's going to treat us like that.
We are deeply, deeply sorry. We are deeply apologetic about this whole incident. It's like we have no words to express how remorseful we are.
We're told the couple dining at the restaurant were Vietnamese and Hispanic. We are also told the waiter himself was Asian. Meanwhile, even though the waiter has been fired, the couple says they are frustrated that it took restaurant management this long to fire that waiter and believe it only took place due to the pushback.
It makes you think, like, when they feel that way, you know, are you really safe eating there? You know what I mean? It's like after, seeing this receipt and knowing that you had enjoyed the meal, and you just don't know, what did they do to the meal?
That part, that's the part that would frighten that I would be like, what in the world? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And have owned restaurants myself, I mean, I just can't understand the mentality of a person to really think that way. It's just pure evil. There's no, and that the waiter or the waitress, they have to feel comfortable to do that. You know what I mean? I mean, just to do that, they must be talking for a waiter or waitress to feel comfortable to put something like that on a receipt. Y'all been talking, and that's just my opinion. That's
But they
just my
probably didn't think it was going to print on the receipt. It might have been a situation like that, because I know working at several different type of companies, you don't you don't know that it's not broadcasted that this part will be on the receipt. Like I remember working at the casino. I remember somebody put in the comments, person's very rude, disrespectful. They printed out the receipt, but in the comment area that you were not supposed to put that type of, yeah. So
and it was
I mean,
printed
even
on
though it's
the
wrong, maybe they just did not know,
oh god.
but that it was going to be printed on a receipt. Maybe they was, I don't know. I don't know what the interaction was or whatever, but that's sad. Hey, Miss Barbara. Hey, cousin Pam.
Oh, no, thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for joining. It just makes you a little leery about going out to eat as much anymore. We love you too, Barb. We love you too. We love you, Pam. It makes you a little leery about going out to eat for sure, because at least when you're at home, you know what's in your recipes and ingredients and what you're preparing for your family and yourself. But when you go out and they behind closed doors, it's like, you don't know. That's why sometimes maybe I know that restaurants you like to go to where they fix the food in front of you.
Yeah, Benihana's, Top Pot.
Top pot, yes.
You cook your own food at the Top Pot, but
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't know what they're doing at the food in the back. They still got to bring the food out from the back for you to cook, out from the back to cook.
Yeah, but the difference is, let me tell you what the difference is. And I know this might not sound right to most people. If it's already prepared and they do something, it's more effective than if they do something and you have to cook it, because the heat may destroy it, if it makes sense. You know what I mean? Either way is not good, is what I'm saying. But one doesn't overshadow the other. But I would prefer, if I was to go to a restaurant now, I would prefer going to where I could see what they're doing. Or you just don't know. You just don't know. You just gotta, as you say, as Dottie say, as so many of us say, hey sis, thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for joining. As many of us say, we just gotta pray and just move on. Pray and move on. But these are the things that we are facing in the world today, and it seems like it's ongoing more than it has ever been before, which is a little frightening. Okay, so we're going to change the subject real quick, and let me just pull up. Like I said before, we're going to be talking about jobs, because I know a lot of seniors right now. I've been talking to a lot of my seniors, and many of them would love to learn about AI, but they don't know how to get started. They don't know what to do. Where do they get started about AI? It seems so intimidating to most people. You know what I mean? It seems a little intimidating to most people. So we're going to cover that a little bit. Now, one of the things I do also want to talk about, Jeff Bezos made this comment. It says that the bottom half should be zero taxes, but what about the middle class? One of the things I think people miss is that the middle class carries the majority of the country. Okay, the middle class carries the majority of the country. He was talking about a nurse who was making $75,000 a year, and she was paying $1,000 a month in taxes. And he thought that that was absurd. It was extreme. It was too much, which I mean, I agree with him. You know what I mean? I totally agree with him that he's paying too much. She's paying too much. Most people pay too much when it comes down to the middle class. If they're paying $10,000 a year in taxes, they may, if they're lucky, they may get some of that money back. They may get some of that money back. So with Jeff Bezos making this comment, I think he should be talking to Donald Trump about it instead of talking to the media. He should be having a meeting with some of the billionaires like himself and having a conversation as to how they can change things. But I don't think that's going to happen. I honestly don't think that's going to happen. You know, we shall see. We shall see. Now, I do have a video that I was going to play on that, but I know we pressed for time and it's already 6:19, and I do have some things that I do want to cover as we move forward. One of the things I do want to talk about, and this has been hitting the fan lately, and this is about homeownership. There's a high increase in homeowners' properties being stolen. I mean, the numbers are astronomical right now, and it just don't seem like it's getting any better. It doesn't seem like it get any better. Now, there are some ways in which you could put into place some alerts, and most townships now and cities are putting into place where you can register in your township for free, where you'll get an alert after someone has changed your information on your deed. Okay. And we don't know whether to be the same day that you'll be contacted, whether it's immediate contact, whether it's a week or so afterwards. But many people are becoming homeless. There's an increase in homelessness because of this fraud. So I do want to share this with you. So I want to make each and every person who's a homeowner, whether you're an investor and you have investment properties, this applies to you, especially because you have more than just your home to worry about. You have also rental properties to be concerned with. Stay tuned.
Is exploding across Metro Detroit and Michigan. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Simon Shaquette.
And I'm Glenda Lewis. Criminals are literally stealing people's houses. We're talking about hundreds of cases every year, even with an alert system in place. Now leaders are demanding tougher laws.
Victims are revealing how it's happening in exclusive interviews with me today. I also went to the Wayne County Register of Deeds to see firsthand where gaps in the system exist. This is a story you'll only see on 7.
One day I went back and I couldn't get in my house anymore.
Across the Motor City, victims like Kim Page are sounding the alarm about a sharp rise in cases of deed fraud, ruining lives and leading to hundreds losing their homes each year.
The doors were locked, so I had to kick my door in to change the locks so nobody could get in. But every time I would go back, somebody do the same thing I did.
Countless advocates for raising awareness reaching out to me to shed light on how this is happening in Wayne County and beyond. Travis Alderson says it felt personal when someone targeted his grandmother.
I'm glad you're doing this story because it's putting a lot of people up on these scrupulous characters out here that are really taking advantage of women and elderly.
We've seen since 2020 hundreds of cases a year.
Michigan State University law professor Donovan McCarty says in Page's case, after she bought the house for cash, which is never recommended, someone else forged a deed and lied, claiming Page sold them the house. Then they tried to evict her.
It's not just in the city of Detroit.
That's correct. We've had clients in Oakland County. We've had clients far up north. You know, it's all over the state.
McCarty is helping her and several others to hold on to their homes and working with lawmakers to pass tougher laws.
Victims of this kind of fraud say the impact can be devastating, and it's often not realized until locks are changed, mail is addressed to a new name, or there's a for sale sign out front.
McCarty adds forged documents are often submitted to registers of deeds, and criminals can be hard to locate and prosecute. Detroit Councilwoman Mary Waters also telling me it's a crisis, with many shelling out their life savings to a phony seller who appears legit.
Somebody's taken the time to type up these quitclaim deeds, taking them to the Register of Deeds, and say that they own the property.
She now plans to host a town hall on Wednesday.
People literally wake up the next morning and find that their property is gone.
For more answers, I visited the Wayne County Register of Deeds office, where people can sign up for free monitoring and property alerts, notifying you by email if someone uses your name on a document. Deputy Director Harry Kaligarakis says it's a key step you can take, since laws do not allow his staff to reject a deed filing.
We have statutory requirements, certain things we're looking for on a deed. If all of those requirements are there, we have to accept the document. We are prohibited from reviewing it for accuracy and the truth of the document.
For Kim Page, it's been a costly lesson, one she hopes she can recover from.
It surprised me. Yeah, because it's like, how can people get away with forging a deed saying that they bought your home from you?
To drive home just how big of an issue this is, the councilwoman says many people are literally left homeless as a result, and it can take as long as 8 years to correct this type of problem. More info on how to protect yourself and that town hall can be found on WXYZ.com. Glenda?
All right, Simon, thanks so much. Excellent work.
Now, I mean, 8 years is a long time for you to be out of your house. Okay.
And I think it's so sad because there's obviously certain things. In my opinion, I think if you're trying to change and update a deed, you have to do it on at that office with a notary there, with the person that you're selling it to, with the person that's selling it, to avoid all of this. You know what I'm saying? Because
you can't
obviously
avoid it. You can't avoid it. There's no.
Well, I'm not avoid it in its entirety. I know people will get around it, but I'm saying as far as trying to minimize it is what I'm saying, is that they're just taking it for what it is. They're being presented the document. It looks like it's legit. Is it being notarized in some way?
Yeah, when you go to the county clerk, they do the same as if you were a notary, that you were going into someone's home and you were doing a transfer of deed. They do the same thing.
But that other person is not there. The original person. The original person that was a title.
Well, when you're getting ready to sell a house, you're selling it to the new buyer. You don't normally see the seller. You're going to see the buyer. Yeah. So you, as a notary, when you get ready to transfer deed, you're going to see the buyer. You're not even seeing the seller.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I know there's something else that could be done. We have to put our
with all the electronics and all of the technology. I just don't believe it's absolute. This is just what it is. Like, you have all these checks and balances in place for other things that don't, I won't say that don't mean anything, but you know what I'm saying? There's so many different checks and balances. I think they could find a solution.
Well, it is slow. What they're thinking is, I'm sure it would slow the process down, because there's just so many different transactions with real estate. Real estate is a high demand. There's a lot of transactions that happen on a daily basis. So if they put something in place where they had to verify a lot of information, it's going to slow the process down. But it will protect the homeowner.
Or either make them watermarked in a way that you can't just get a deed from just create one online and all that other type of stuff, like how they're doing.
Well, this one thing will solve it, is if the homeowner, they put a code, a lock code, where the homeowner has to unlock it when they get ready to sell it. So that way, if the homeowner unlocks it, then it could be sold. The password can be transferred. If it's not unlocked, then it can't be transferred. The homeowner has to unlock the password. I mean, that's something that I just came up with, thinking that could help to eliminate this fraud, because there's senior citizens out there targeting seniors. They're targeting not just seniors, they targeting 40-year-old, 30-year-old. They don't care. They don't care the age. One guy got caught and he had 13 properties that he had quit claim deed in his name and his company in the LLC. And I think about 11 of them was homeless, like out of their home. You know, but I do want to share this website. And this website is available to homeowners. You can go to propertyfraudalert.com, propertyfraudalert.com, And you can actually, for an example, I'm hoping you can see my screen right now, propertyalert.com. And this website, you can actually, now the ones that are in green, those are the ones that you can actually register. The ones that are in white has not been on the system yet, but you can go directly to the city and they normally would have a website available for you. Now we're going to do a national spreadsheet so that you could just click your city, your town, and be able to go directly. But you want to take action right away. For an example, we have New Jersey here. So if you're in New Jersey, you would just click one of these here up top. Now I know Burlington is a part, they participate in the property fraud alert, but the rest of these counties do not. So you can go directly to the county itself. But Burlington, Monmouth County, New Jersey, Union, New Jersey, Union County, excuse me, New Jersey, you can actually click here and it will take you to the Burlington County website so that you can be able to register your home. It's very quick, easy, and it's free. You put your name and your first name, last name, and then, of course, if it's a business, and then it's going to ask you for the address. And if you have any questions or inquiry, you always can call 1-800-728-3858. Again, 1-800-728-3858. Please don't ignore this. Please don't ignore this information. If you are a tenant and you like where you live, inform your landlord. Inform your landlord of this information so that they don't be left without a home. Okay. The next thing that I want to ask this question, and this is a valid question that has been coming up quite a bit. Should Congress have the same citizenship requirements as the president? As you all know, the president has to be a U.S. born citizen in order to become a president, and also the vice president. But there is approximately 3 to 6% of Congress that were not born in the United States that are serving. Do you think that Congress should also be a born citizen in order to serve? Or being a natural born U.S. citizen or a U.S. citizen alone enough to serve? Is that justifiable? What are your thoughts? Or does it really matter? Does it make a difference? Hi, Rita. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for joining, Rita. We have a comment from Barbara Shakira. Huh? You can't read? Your sound is off? Do our elected officials know? Excuse me?
I have it muted.
Do our elected officials know that this is going on? This is scary. I need to show you 6 different item points to get a driver's license. Yeah, exactly. That's so true. That's so true. You have to do all these things in order to get a driver's license. But then to vote now, or for the officials now who are running for Congress, it's very easy for them to not be born in the United States. And we know that President Trump had a real serious ordeal about Obama, about the situation with Obama. It was kind of crazy. That went on for so long. It was like it was dragged on for months. It was dragged on for months. It was just absurd. It was crazy. But what are your thoughts, Shakira? What do you think? Does it really matter? Should they be a born citizen?
I think they should be a born citizen. Honestly, because you would feel like they have your best. Not to say that they are the ones wouldn't have your best interests at heart, but in my opinion, I don't know.
And not just
and
get
not
their
just
citizen.
Yeah, not just a U.S. citizen.
Right, but a born citizen. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so surprised that the restriction is so restrictive for the president and vice president, but it doesn't trickle down to Congress. It's just like firemen or the mayor. The mayor has to live in the town, right? Um, so I know firemen sometimes have to live in the town, and police officers sometimes, depending on the city, the village, you know, some of them require you to live in the township of where you're serving. That you can't live outside of the area of the mayor. But it's very surprising to see so many that's serving on Congress. That's not a requirement. That is not a requirement. Okay, so what we're going to touch base now, I want to talk about the jobs for adults that are 50 years of age or older. Discover companies, government resources, and employment opportunities that may be hiring now. So, the first one, I know many of you are already a part of this organization because once you get to be 50 years of age or older, everybody gets an AARP card, right? Everybody gets an AARP card. So this AARP, you can go, Ashkir, if you don't mind typing this in, it's called Job Skills .aarp.org, jobskills.aarp.org. So the AARP Skills Builders for Work, you can actually earn a certificate for completion on so many different courses here, and these courses are free. Now, many of you are aware that AARP costs approximately $15 for, I believe, the first year. If you're a member, it's automatically free. So if you're a member, you don't have to worry about paying. But if you're not a member, it's going to cost you $15. So what I suggest you do is become a member of AARP, so that way you can enroll in these courses for free. You have AARP Excel Basis, you have AARP Microsoft and PowerPoint, you have Artificial Intelligence Basics course where you can learn AI, Mastering Today's Remote Work, Personally Creativity for Lifetime, Veterans Career. So you have a lot of courses that you can actually look through that you can take. Okay, that you can take. Now, some of these courses do cost you. Okay, some of the courses will cost you. One of the things I want to tell you, Barbara, they do have some courses on here for nonprofit organizations. Okay, so if you are a church and you operate a nonprofit organizations, they do have some courses on here that is really beneficial. I do recommend taking these courses. Like here's one, Introduction to Grant Writing, $95. Okay. Now, if you're an AARP member, it's $95, but if you're not, it's $159. Okay. But they have so many courses that you can go through. Now, with these courses, when you learn AI, I just wanted to shift over here so you can see what the AARP membership is per month, or per year, excuse me. AARP is $15 a year, your first year when you enroll in automatic renewal. Okay, I don't know how much I pay a year after that, but it's not that much. Oh, $45 I think I pay, 45 or 55, but it's not that much. It's well worth it. AARP has a lot of benefits, So if you want to take up some of those courses that I just mentioned and you want to be a part of AARP and learn artificial intelligence, AI, pay the $15, get the course for free, and learn AARP far as AI. I think every senior that's over 50 years old should learn AI. It's definitely something that is in our future. It's in our current life and it's in our future. and it's going to be even more demanding. The next thing I want to share with you, I don't know whether anybody ever heard of this, is called Senior Planet. I don't know whether you've ever heard of Senior Planet. Now, Senior Planet is a community with other seniors, and you also can take courses, and you could take courses online, you could take courses in person, and you can learn anywhere from health and wellness, technology, social connection, life, culture, work, money, creativity. Now, these classes are also available in Spanish and Japanese, I believe it is. Okay, it's also available in other languages. Now, let me just show you. I wanted to show you some of the actual technology courses here. Now, what I like about this website is that in this community here, I'm going to click back. In this community, you would be able to meet up in your back office, because once you log in, you have a username and password. You'll be able to meet other like-minded seniors like yourself, and you'll be able to communicate with them. What is the name of that Planet? What was the name of MySpace? I think it was called MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace.
Yeah, it was called MySpace. Shakira, you could type in seniorplanet.org. 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 Now, they have it where, now it's free to sign up, so you don't have to worry about that. But it also gives you the date and time when the courses start, like this one is streaming and smart TVs. This is starting tomorrow, and it will be pre-recorded. And this is about technology. Okay, and then they have, let me see what I can get over to this one. I don't think I can. Let me see what I can get over here to the AI one. This one is AI, disinformation. The trainer is Johnny Hernandez. And this is going to be Tuesday course online. And these are for seniors. I mean, you want to know what's out there that's available for you, right? Now, once you learn these things about AI, I want to show you that the government has jobs for seniors, Senior Community Service Employment Program. And this is for seniors. So if you take the course, learn the course about AI, then you can come over to this website, and I'm going to actually copy and paste because the website is a little long. It's a little long. Okay, so I just put the website in the chat. I don't know, did it come out right, Shakira? Please make sure it came out right. Are you able to see my screen? I hope you are.
Yes, I see your screen.
Okay. All right, so let me just get back to where I was. Hold on, just give me just a minute. Okay, so this here is senior community. Now, this, you have to be at least 55 years of age or older, unemployed, and have a family income of no more than 125% of the federal poverty level. So the federal poverty level, if I screen that, and right now it's $19,950. So as long as you're making $19,950 or lower, you qualify. Now, the enrollment is very easy, and it gives you several different jobs that you can look through. here. So let's say 080401. Now they have nearly 2,300 AJC nationwide jobs that are available. Okay. So you want to make sure you type in your area. But the website that I put in the chat, you want to hold on to that website, because that website is going to take you here to the Senior Community Service Employment Program. Okay, so most of the jobs they have do require you to have some experience in AI. So that's why I recommend taking a class. Okay, and some of these jobs they're paying is $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 based on your experience. Okay. The other thing I do want to share with you about the seniors is that CVS is hiring for outbound call center. CVS is hiring outbound call center rep for seniors. Okay, part-time, full-time. The other thing I wanted to show is that when you go to your once you join the AARP, if you're not already a member of AARP, but if you're already a member of AARP, you want to go to work and jobs at the top. It says work and jobs at the top. And these are companies that have pledged to hire seniors. These are companies who are pledged to hire seniors. Now, there's more than 1,000 employers have signed a pledge. In doing so, they publicly stated that they will have an equal opportunity to all workers, recognize the value of experienced workers, recruit across diverse age groups, believe that workers age 50 and older should have a level of playing field in their ability to complete for and obtain jobs. So you definitely want to go there where you see work and jobs. Okay, and they'll give you a list of the jobs that are hiring. I thought that was such good news, because so many seniors be wanting to work and they don't want to be working at Walmart, waving hand and checking what they do, check the receipts, right? They don't want to continue doing that. So this is a way in which they can get employment. Most of them are working from home, paying decent money, especially if you're working from home. You're home anyway. You might as well make an earning out of it. I hope that's useful. I hope that's helpful to somebody.
Yes. Hey, Brianna. Ms. Barbara said thank you for sharing. She's a member of ARP, but she also said the last two links didn't appear in your Facebook community. I'll try to retype. I can retype the seniorplanet.org, but I know the other one you said was long. So.
Hey, sure, Dave. Thanks for joining. Which one? Yeah, I did put it in there. Did you see it?
She's saying that it didn't appear for Facebook.
It didn't? Let me see. It's the one, if you can copy and send it for me, the last one there, it's the government job, www.dol.gov. You see it?
Yeah, I can't copy and paste it. I gotta type it out, so I'll type it out.
Okay. Oh, you didn't get the senior link? That's not working for you? The Senior Planet link, Senior Community link, that's not working? SeniorPlanet.org.
She said neither one of those came up. That's what I think.
SeniorPlanet.org. Yeah, that's the website. Let me see. SeniorPlanet.org. Let me go.
No, she's not saying the link is not working. She said that it didn't appear. It didn't come up on Facebook.
Oh, you couldn't see the screen.
No, not the screen. The links that we put in is not showing up on Facebook, is what she's saying.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, we might have to put it in afterwards. I'm not sure why that's not working. We apologize about that, Barb. I'm not sure why that's not working. Okay, so I'll make sure that all the links that I'm going over today, I'll make sure that those links are also mentioned inside of the Facebook page. Okay, I'll make sure that they're mentioned inside of the Facebook page. And I do want to just share with you one more, and then we're going to go to our next topic. We just have a few minutes. This one is for seniors as well. Okay, let me know if you can see it. I hope you can see it. It's Older Worker Program Finder. So this one is careeronestop.org. careeronestop.org, but it's a special link for seniors. So I'm going to try to put it in here again. I don't know why it's not working on. Let me see, Facebook. Let me paste it and see. Did it show up on Facebook now?
She said she got it now. Thank you.
Okay, I think I see what happened. You have to kind of, it's a drop down, but it should be all channels. Okay, you got it now. Okay. So this this link that we're showing you is Career One Stop, and it is flooded with jobs looking for seniors. A lot of these jobs are working from home. You know, so you can definitely go here and do your search. Hopefully you find something that's to your liking. You can do the drop down, put in your area if you're in Philadelphia, your Pennsylvania, and do the search. And then it would tell you there's 31 older worker programs. It'll show you right here, if you could see that. Okay, so to show you there's 31 jobs that are for people who are 50 years of age or older. Let me see for New Jersey. If you have to put the location, so New Jersey have 15 older working jobs. Okay, what I'm also going to post, I'm going to post some jobs, some links if you're looking for just to be on call and work when you want to, because being your senior, most seniors are retired and you don't maybe not want a full-time job, or you might not want a part-time job, you just want to work when you want to. I'm going to put some links and add some links on so that you could be able to connect with jobs who would hire you based on when you feel like working. Okay, I think that's a great opportunity. All right, so the next segment we want to cover, we want to make sure we get some of the important things that we discuss, right? I want to talk about, I have so much in my brain that I got to get out. You know how you have so much in your brain and you want to get out? It's overloaded. I'm saying, Lord, please allow me to be able to serve your people and take them to higher heights. Don't take me now. Let me continue to serve. Okay, so here we have homes and land starting at $100 and up. Now, let me tell you something. A lot of people ain't going to share a lot of this information. They may show you a link and then you try to link and then the link don't work. Okay, you know what I mean? Then you're frustrated, and I don't want nobody to be frustrated. So I want to go to the links with you. I'm going to go to some of these links with you. Now, if you have at least $100 or more, this may be for you. Okay, this may be for you if you're looking to buy land or real estate. Land or real estate. Okay, so let me channel in on some of these. All right, the first one I'm going to introduce you to is, the website is called cheaphomes.com. If you could type that in the chat, Shakira. Cheaphomes.com. Now, I have a list. My directory is so long where I have a list of probably over 300 different website private investors who sell their properties off the market. They sell their property off the market. Matter of fact, I have a property right now, a private investor. He don't want to put his property on the market, and it's selling for 1.1 million. It's located in Jenkinstown, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, acre land. So yeah, I'll be posting about that as well. All right, so let's talk about cheap land, cheapland.com, cheap lands with an S. Shakira, if you could type that in the chat, I appreciate that. Cheaplands.com. Okay, so cheaplands.com, I'm going to show you here. Now, these are property that's in Alabama. Okay, now these properties are all over. So I don't want you to think, oh my goodness, these are all down south. They all over New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. You have to do your due diligence. You have to sit down with your cup of coffee, tea, whatever your desire of drinking, and go through some of these websites and see is there something that you like. Now, a lot of people, what they're doing, they're buying land and then they're turning this land into trailer homes. Okay, meaning you say, for an example, if you got an acre of land, you can put approximately around 20 trailer homes on an acre of land. Okay, and say for every trailer home you put on there, you charge them $300 a month. Now, how about if you also sold them the trailer? There's ways that you can also be a part of selling the trailer. So, but if you're just a landowner and they pay you $300 a month, you could understand that adds up if you have 20 and you didn't really do too much to the land. It's just land, right? So if they're paying you $300 a month, that's $6,000 a month and you're not really doing anything. Now you can also add an HOA. I know some people is like, no, don't add an HOA, but you can add an HOA where also you're shoveling leaves, snow, and doing all these other amenities to the land. You know, so there's other extra income that you could be making. So here are some properties, and as you can see, some of this land here is $1,100. Some are, this one is $7,500. This is in Alabama. Let me go here. Now I'm going to go to cheap properties. You put it in the chat, Shakira, cheaplands.com.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Cheaplands.com. So let me go here and see what's in New York, for an example. See, and the properties that's on these websites, they sell quick. So you might look at a property today and go back to tomorrow, it's gone. Okay. They go quick. They go quick because a lot of these properties are not on the market. A lot of these properties are not on the market. They're not listed with a realtor. A lot of them are privately owned and they don't do a lot of advertisement. It's who you know and who's going to connect you, who's going to be the link to connect you to the information that you need in order to buy the things you need for you and your family to invest. The other website I want to share with you, let me just change this. The other website I want to share with you is called land.com. Land.com. So, and this is a big thing right now with people buying land and putting their land on the market. Now you go here and you filter. So you can put $100 in all the way up to say you want to keep it 10,000. I'm just pretending, right? So now it will give you the properties that are for sale, the land that are for sale, and it'll tell you where the properties are located. You know, there's a property in Florida. I mean, a lot of people like Florida, right? There's a property in Florida, less than a quarter acre. but it's selling for $9,000 in Florida. And this property is, you can put a marginal home here. It's electric, is at the road, and there are no HOAs. I'm sure a lot of people would like that. No HOAs. Now, this is a piece of land here. This land here is also in Florida. Costs $295. I'm sure somebody has $295, right? Now, some properties, they have some properties where they don't do credit check. They don't do background check. You could buy the land and they'll charge you, say, $300 a month until it's paid. Okay. So there's a lot of properties that you can get on here that you can do wonders. Now you can also go in here, buy the land, and then resell it. Okay, you can resell it. Here's one here. The owner is willing to take $71 a month plus $249 doc fee. Okay, so you have a lot of different, you have to read to see exactly what's available. Now let me do another one. I know I had a few more that I wanted to share, but let me just grab another one for you. I'm hoping this is helping somebody. I'm hoping this is helping someone. I hope so. Now, also, I do want to say that Philadelphia has property. Your townships, the cities, they also be selling properties. So you want to check with your township, check with your city, find out what they have on the market, what's up for sale. Okay, this is another one, landwatch.com. Landwatch.com. Now, this is a property in Atlantic City, 419 North Ohio Avenue in Atlantic City. Okay, so what I normally do is I highlight it, do a search, then I look at the property and see what it has here. Now, they're not really showing a picture of what the property looks like. So it's unimproved land. So this one I don't suggest, because unimproved land is, you have to go through. Oh, well, no, I can't say I don't suggest. I take that back. It's strong potentials. So you just have to get your permits, and it is buildable. So you just want to make sure when you're getting property, it's not wetland, that it's buildable, and that you can build on the actual land. That's very important. Okay. I'm going to put in the chat at least about 4 more. Hopefully they will be helpful to you. I will put in the chat at least about 4 more. Hopefully they will be helpful to our co-hosts. Okay, Shakira, I know. You have any comments, my sweetness? You have any comments?
No, just everybody have a blessed week and be nice to someone you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they're going through is right. Yes, that is true. You want to share your information on your books? You can't hear? Oh, you can't talk. Okay. All right. Well, this is a 60-day soap Bible journey, daily scripture and observation, application, and prayer. You can actually go and purchase this. This is a book that she wrote. Then she has the 2026 prayer and scripture journal that you can purchase. And you also have Rooted in Faith, God's Promises for Every Emotion, a devotional and guide and journal that you can purchase. So I want to tell everybody, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Mama Said It. I hope everyone have a great week. Until we meet again, do something different today that you didn't do yesterday.
to change your tomorrow.
Mama said it clear as day. Storms will come, they won't stay. Pray it out, let it go. Don't let grudges steal your whole glow. Hold your head up, chase the sun. This race ain't over, it's just begun. Mama said there'll be days like this. Keep your faith, don't you miss. The blessings waiting in the air. God's with you, always there. Every stumble, every fall, every shadow on the wall. Just a chapter, not the end. Keep on running, don't pretend. Lift your heart, with every step, the world will shake. Mama said, every day's like this. Keep your faith, don't you miss. The blessings waiting in the air. God's with you, always there.
He's always there.